Before you make your next money decision, pause, especially if it involves 5,000 naira. Because the difference between people who build wealth and people who stay financially stressed is rarely a dramatic event. It's rarely a lottery win, rarely a huge promotion, rarely a miracle investment. It is usually one small decision, repeated over time. And that decision often begins with amounts as small as 5,000 naira. Let me ask you something honestly. When 5,000 naira enters your account, what identity takes over? The spender or the builder? Hold that question in your mind. We'll return to it. The invisible financial leak. Most people don't notice how money disappears. Not because they are careless, but because the losses feel small. 5,000 naira on food, 5,000 naira on transport, 5,000 naira on I'll replace it later. It never feels like destruction. It feels normal. But here's what no one calculates. 5,000 naira monthly for 10 years is 600,000 naira. Without growth, without ownership, without return. Now imagine if that same 5,000 naira was invested monthly instead. Same amount, different behavior, different future. This is why wealth begins in the mind. Because the real battle is not external, it is behavioral. Why most people wait too long? There's a dangerous sentence most people repeat. I'll start when I have more. But more money does not fix poor patterns. It amplifies them. If you cannot delay gratification with 5,000 naira, you will struggle with 500,000 naira. If you cannot invest small amounts consistently, you will not suddenly become disciplined with large amounts. Wealth is not built by income. It is built by identity. And identity is built by repeated small decisions. That's why starting small is powerful, because it rewires who you are. What a stock actually represents. Let's remove the mystery. When you buy a stock, you're buying a piece of a business, a real one. For example, GTCOMTN, Nigeria, or globally, Microsoft. These companies operate daily. They generate revenue. They expand. They innovate. When you own shares, you participate in that growth. Not instantly, not dramatically, but gradually. And gradual growth is sustainable growth. Now, here's something important. Investing is not about predicting tomorrow. It's about believing in long-term productivity. You are aligning your money with productive systems. That's ownership. How to start practically. Now, let's move from theory to action. Step 1. Choose a licensed investment platform. Many Nigerians use platforms such as Bamboo, Trove, Risavest, Investnaya. These platforms allow you to deposit small funds, buy Nigerian stocks, access US stocks, purchase fractional shares. Fractional shares are important because you don't need to afford a full share to participate. Ownership scales. Step 2. Deposit your 5,000 naira. Step 3. Buy stable companies. Look for strong track record, consistent performance, real economic value. Avoid hype. If someone promises fast doubling, that is speculation. We are not speculators here. We are builders. The system of compounding. Now we reach the most important concept. Compounding. Compounding rewards patience. If you invest 5,000 naira once, it's a start. If you invest 5,000 naira monthly, it becomes a system. And systems create wealth. Let me ask you something. If you consistently invested for 10 years, even through fear, even through doubt, even when results seem slow, who would you become? Not just financially, mentally. You would become patient. You would become strategic. You would become calm. under market fluctuations. That transformation is more valuable than the money itself. Because once identity shifts, behavior follows permanently. What happens when the market drops? Now, let's talk about fear. Your 5,000 naira may drop to 4,700 naira. You will feel it, and that discomfort is normal. But here's the distinction: amateurs react, investors evaluate, markets fluctuate because economies fluctuate, but long term productivity trends upward. If you panic every time prices move, you will sabotage yourself. Discipline is more powerful than prediction, and calmness is more powerful than speed. Remember that. 10 years from now, close your eyes for a moment. 10 years from today, two futures. Future 1. You continued spending small amounts casually. Future 2. You started small, stayed consistent, built ownership quietly. The gap between those futures will not feel small. It will feel enormous. And it began with a decision about 5,000 naira. So before you make your next money decision, pause. Ask yourself, is this building ownership or maintaining consumption? Small amounts matter. Small decisions compound. Small habits shape identity. And remember, wealth begins in the mind.